Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Trailmakers, and we are back in the Centrifuge map. Gonna do some ridiculous stuff involving the Centrifuge once again. Now, this time, I'm gonna combine a bunch of things together that should not belong in the Centrifuge. One is Hoverpads, because driving around a circle like this is just going to fight against the Hoverpads constantly, making them maybe not as effective as they should be and might grind against the ground. And the other thing is trains, because trains just, why would a train ever go into a centrifuge like this? So I'm going to build a rocket-powered hover train and take it around the centrifuge just to see what happens. I mean, just the rocket-powered hover train idea on its own is good enough, but of course we gotta add the centrifuge into it just to add that extra spice to it. All right, so I gotta admit, I haven't completely thought through this hover train idea yet. I haven't used Hoverpads in a while, and I don't exactly know how this is going to work. I'm thinking the way that I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna have 3 rows of hover pads, and the ones on the sides, oh no, that's not gonna work either. All right, this might be a little bit awkward. Trains aren't known for having the widest wheelbase, so it might be difficult to make this thing look like a train while keeping it from tipping over as we go into the centrifuge. But I'll see what I can come up with, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have the front cab of the train. So I went with more of like a bullet train futuristic style, and I was trying to take advantage of the new skins. So I have a white chrome skin to make it nice and future chrome shiny. And then I use the transparent skin to kind of add some windows into it and stuff. So it's covered in thrusters in the middle. There's definitely some room for some more. And I just wanted to see how is this going to perform on its own before we start adding some attached cars to it, which is just going to make it get that much more ridiculous. So here goes nothing. I'm going to activate the thrust, and wow, this thing's going actually really fast. So I have the hover pad set to minimum distance because of my experience with testing the hover pads. The minimum distance is the stronger force. Maximum distance is weaker, but farther away from the ground. So in order to counteract the pressure of being pushed into the side of this centrifuge here, I think minimum distance is going to be our best bet from grinding against the ground. And so far, it seems like we don't have enough speed to stay up on the side of the centrifuge, surprisingly. I'm constantly trying to turn myself up into it. And if I go straight, then we definitely start drifting down. So I'm going to add some more thrusters into it because we have the space to do so, and I have no brakes on this thing, unfortunately. But I think it's going pretty well so far. Yes, here we go. Now we're really gonna bump up the power of this thing. I mean, I like just to be able to have it so that the force of going around the centrifuge keeps me up on the centrifuge rather than having to angle myself, but we'll see how it goes. Place your bets now. Is this amount of force going to be enough to keep me up on the centrifuge while going straight? Here we go. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay, all right. This is a little much. Hold on. Let's try to get our bearings here. This is insane. It doesn't look like the hover pads are doing that well to counteract the force still, though. So this is me trying to go straight. All right, here we go. All right, now we're kind of straightening out. All right, so you can see that I can't stay up very high on the wall, but it kind of goes back and forth a little bit. I'm not trying to angle myself up that way. It's just doing it. But if we look at the hover pads, you can hear that there's some grinding against the ground, unfortunately. Oh, you know what I might be able to do? I feel like the front of our train is what's grinding. So what if I can put another hover pad up in the front here? All right, it took a little bit of rearranging, but I fit something up here. So let's see if this helps us. All right, how are we doing now? It seems like slightly better, but we're really, there's a lot of force pulling us into the ground there. So I don't know how this is gonna go once we add another couple of trains to this thing. I don't even know how many blocks I have left, to be honest. But this is going okay so far. I mean, it feels like a bullet train. It's a rocket-powered hover bullet train. Yeah, see, this is the distance off the ground when it's not moving in the centrifuge, so it's definitely having some trouble resisting the forces here. All right, so now we need to build some cabs that fit with the shape of this thing, so let's see what I can pull off. Okay, I am going to attach it with a nice floppy trailer hinge, just to have that good old-fashioned train trailer action when you're not actually on rails. And I think probably the best way to do this is just to paste this and then get rid of the front section. All right, so this actually worked really well, just duplicating this front section and deleting the front end off of it. But we have a problem in which I can't copy another one in here because it reaches the complexity limit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna delete a bunch of thrusters out of it to kind of cut down on the complexity, and hopefully we can get at least one more on here. I think a train really needs at least 3 total sections to be like train-like. We did it! 655 pieces. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. All right, let's save this. This is gonna be complicated. All right. Oh, it hovers. Oh, and look at the turning. Oh, this is gonna be great. All right, and then what I can do is, just for fun after this, I can, oh boy, oh, it is laggy. I can extend the trailer hinge connections to make it even floppier. This thing's hard to turn because I have the other trailers fighting the turning. The way that I'm doing turning is I have a servo up in the front trailer, so it should turn just the front trailer, and the other ones should follow, but this is a little bit difficult to maintain. Oh, man. All right, you know what I'm going to do just for fun here? I'm going to go try my best to go all the way up to the top and see if I can get upside down, even if it's just for a second. Okay, here we go. I want to go on some flat land first. All right, and then turn into it. Go, 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 go. This is not going to work. We're way too heavy. We are way too heavy. Oh, no. That's not how upside down's supposed to go. All right, well, I think we're gonna hit the water, or maybe we'll hit the land. That's a lot of pieces. That is a lot of pieces. All right, before we start making this even less of a viable option, let me just see how it does on normal flat ground. Oh, you know what this thing needs? This thing needs some aerodynamics so that when we turn, it'll actually stay on, like, the trajectory that we're going. All right, this is gonna be interesting. All right, so now, as we try to turn and stuff, once we straighten out, the back end should kind of straighten out with us rather than swinging around too much. So see, yeah, it is much easier to maintain or start going in a direction rather than just drifting to the side. Yeah, see, look at that. That is great. Taking corners would have been nearly impossible before because you just keep drifting sideways, but now we have some resistance inside of our cabs. All right, so it's not perfect, Ooh. Yeah, you know, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want. Did you see the whole wave going up over the mound there? That was satisfying. Okay, so now for fun, why don't we go ahead and extend the distance between each of these cabs? We're at 671 out of 700 complexity, and I'm going to triple the distance in between the cabs. The trailer hinges take up more than 1 complexity point, so now we're at 691. How much do they do? They do 5 complexity points, so I could only add 1 more trailer hinge if I wanted to. We can't even increase the distance any more than this unless we have it uneven between the 2 cabs. All right, well, let's see how this does on the ground, and then we'll go back up into the centrifuge. I just took out the whole wall without breaking any up, and now they're broken. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can straighten out here. Man, those tail fins help so much to keep us in line. Oh, I'm gonna go off the jump and see what happens. There's an island after this jump. I doubt we'll make it to the island though. All right, here goes nothing. Woo! Nope. Nope. We did not make it to the island. There are so many pieces. All right, well, let's go back up into the centrifuge and let's do the race and see what kind of time we can get with a 3-segmented hover rocket bullet train. How am I even gonna title this video? All right, here we go. Wait, what? No wheels on ground. What? What do you mean no wheels on ground? You can't have a hovercraft in the centrifuge? What's wrong with hovercrafts in the centrifuge? Just because I said at the beginning of the video that it's something that shouldn't be in the centrifuge doesn't mean you have to agree with me. I want to do the race. Do I need to put a detachable wheel on this thing? No wheels on the ground. You must be driving to participate in this race. I'm gonna try to cheat it. I have 9 blocks to spare, so hopefully, how complex is a detachable block? All right, 1. All right, we can do this. We can totally do this. Oh no, I can't do a monster. Oh no, how many blocks are a wheel? Apparently wheels are like 10 blocks. All right, hold on. We can find things to delete, right? Yeah, we don't need the floor back here. But here's what we're doing anyway. We're just gonna go ahead and put the wheel here. Is this gonna touch the ground? Yeah, that's good enough, right? Do you think this is gonna work? Is this gonna trick the race to thinking that we're a wheeled vehicle? I mean, the wheel's rolling on the ground, isn't it? I guess we'll find out. Yes! It worked, and I just detached the wheel, and we are officially... Wait, we're not in the race. Oh no, it doesn't work. If your wheels aren't on the ground, then it thinks you left the race. Okay. All right, well, perhaps there is another solution here. I'm gonna take a suspension piece. I'm gonna stick it right there. And then I'm gonna take a tiny wheel. There's this little tiny wheel and put it right there. And let's see if that counts. If that wheel falls off at any point, then we get disqualified. But I'm hoping if it stays on, that it ends up having a minimal effect on our actual craft. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the wheel right there. It's rolling. We're qualifying. Here we go. All right, we're doing the race legit now. All right, we don't have a lot of speed. Yeah, we're not a very fast hover bullet train. Rocket-powered hover bullet train. And don't forget, I also have the triple distance right now is what's going on. But I think our tail fins are doing a really good job at keeping us in line here. All right, I think, is that my... Oh yeah, that's when I first did the centrifuge map. I think that's my vehicle. Okay. Man, we're doing so bad. This thing is so slow. Is it because of was it going faster with just the single trailer hinges? I think it was. I might want to redo this by lowering the distance. All right, we're almost there. We're almost at the finish. What's our final time gonna be? Under a minute? Oh, we did it. Under a minute. What's our ranking? We moved up 854 places. All right, world rank 611. Not too bad. It's terrible. All right, I forgot to pay really close attention, but I think our speed was around 260 or something. So let's see if I can beat our time just by reducing the distance here between these. All right, here we go. We were at 260 before. Oh, this feels much faster already, but is it? Nope, maybe not. It's starting to not feel faster. It felt like the acceleration was better, but the top speed is definitely not better. Well, anyway, I'll see if I beat the time. I'll see you guys at the finish. All right, and our time was 59:20, so it was virtually the same. Okay, so I want to do an experiment here. I want to see how much of a difference are these fins actually making. So here is my stability. I'm actually like kind of turning intentionally back and forth just to try to get myself out of control here. But now I'm not pressing anything. Here's how stable it is with the fins. All right, and then here it is without them. So as you can see, the wobble can go so much farther without them. Oh wait, you know, I'm sorry. I have to increase the distance again. We have to put the trailer hinges back on. All right, I think here's where we can really see the performance of the train. Now I'm gonna try to go straight down this runway here. It is so much more difficult. All right, let's see if we can do a turn. Come on, turn. Yeah, it didn't work very well, did it? All right, let's go ahead and try this way. Come on, all right, just go this direction, please. No, just go in this direction. Hey, wait, we managed to make it over here. Oh no, oh no. That is fantastic. All right, and then to contrast it, here is the same build, just putting the fins back in. Look how much easier it is to go straight. And then I'll even try taking this corner here. All right, come on, take the corner. Yeah, see, look at that. It just straightens out so much better. So, pro tip to anyone who's got some hovercrafts and you don't like drifting a lot, add some fins for some drag and directional stability. It helps a lot. Holy cow, this thing's so fast by itself. Whoa. This thing's crazy. Well, here you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the thing nobody asked for, but you got anyways. The rocket-powered hover bullet train inside the Centrifuge race course. Why? Because I thought of it, and the game lets me do it, so why not? Well, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more awesome Trailmakers content like this, then you're going to want to go ahead and check out this playlist on the end screen right here. Don't forget to pick up your merch while you still can. Use code ScrapMan for a 25% discount until New Year's. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.